So for this week's Trades of the Week, it's the 17th of February 2014, and let's do a bit of a run through of some of the major moves over the last week or so for our trend signal users. I'm just going to start off with a bit of a left field market really, which is simply copper. I'm sure a lot of you interested in gold and silver and so on, not really had any trades signaled on those markets on the daily charts, which is what I focus on in these videos. So really nice trade here on copper just from the 7th of February there. Really nice short as well. You notice the yellow disc here, again, moving to a nice green disc to give us that buying opportunity just a week or 10 days ago. Market moving up really nicely from there and then generating a really nice profit on it, currently trading at 327.9. So really nice move off that original buy level and a very nice move ahead. Let's move on to some more mainstream markets there now, because most of the action over the last week or so for us has been on the indices and it's been on the yen pairs. Let's start off with the yen pairs first of all. I'm going to move straight into sterling yen. Now the pound has been very, very strong in recent weeks. And in fact, if you look at sterling dollar, you can see how strong and how powerful this market has been just over the last 12 days or so. In fact, moving down from 162.50 right up to 168.20. That's a massive move. But if we move to sterling yen, you can see how that's translated there. Not such a pronounced move, but certainly about a 300-point move here from our original entry point. There's my green sniper on sterling yen. I had that lovely short earlier, but at the beginning of the year. But there's that buy. Green sniper, green here on my vector average line. So my three indicators there giving me that turning point and that opportunity to trade. So there's my buy. On Monday, the 10th of February, close of business, that's when we got our opportunity to buy. So we're now about 300 points better off having got into that trade at that stage. Really nice move. What about the yen at the moment though? Well, we've got Bank of Japan having their interest rates tonight. So in the small hours of tomorrow morning, they'll have made their rate decisions. A lot of people are going to be taking their profits ahead of that. And that's something that I think, as a risk-averse trader that I am, I think that's a good idea. I'm not always a great fan of closing out daily chart trades over data, but when it's interest rates, that's an important thing. So why not look to close out? That's 300 points potentially banked on sterling yen. But you can look at some of the other trades as well. Aussie yen, also having a trade. We're about 200 points up on that one. That's really nice. Euro yen, bit sideways really. You're going to kind of maybe be up sort of 10-20 points on euro yen, nothing dramatic, but certainly moving in the right direction. And then finally dollar yen, yeah, you might lose a few points here, maybe about 25-30 points down at the moment on dollar yen. But if you close out those four yen pairs now, you're going to be up best part of 450, maybe 500 points across those four markets alone. So that's some decent profit, some decent upside action on the yen there. And why not de-risk a little bit coming into that Bank of Japan data? And then finally, let's have a look at those indices. The stock market indices, a lot of action there. And we're going to start off with a quick look at the Dow. So the UK 100, not the Dow, the FTSE, the UK 100, really right up at its high, 67.45 trades at the moment. And there was our buy. Friday, 7th of February there, really nice move higher. We're currently up about 150 points on this trade, which is not bad on FTSE. It's not the fastest market in the world. And you can see we've very much been in a straight line ever since we got into our buy. Some really decent moves on FTSE over the last couple of weeks. And you can see as I move back through the charts there, you can see some pretty decent trades over previous weeks as well. December, November, October, even going back as far as maybe August as well. Some really decent trades there on the FTSE market, and a market that's rotating beautifully well, particularly in harmony with these sniper circles there, giving that good visual standpoint on the charts. Finally, having a look at the Dow, you can see a similar picture. Lovely short at the beginning of the year, like all of the indices there, pulling back, giving lovely profitable trades. And then here right now on the Dow, we're about 400 points up on this trade right now on the Dow, going long from about 15800. We're about 16200 now, and again, really decent move. The only other chart to perhaps look at is the DAX, which is again moving strong. We're only up about 12 on it today. but again, this is a market that's moving up nicely. Now you'll notice there's no sniper on this trade. Not a problem though, because the trend is up, the monthly trend is up. We're pushing for higher prices. We're looking for that buy. We're oversold. The indicator's turned from red to green. The indicator here's turned from red to green too, giving us that opportunity to buy and that confidence to buy. And where are we now? Well, we're about 350, 340 points higher. Really good markets at the moment, everybody. Daily charts, beautifully smooth, some great opportunities, whether it's currencies, commodities, indices, stocks, doesn't matter. Some great moves out there. It's just a question of whether you're getting on them or not. And do you know what? It can be as simple as that yellow disc right there. If you can spot that, you can be well on your way to identifying some great trading opportunities. We'll catch you next week.